It's finally going to happen. They are now in their last stage of growth, which could make us rich in just a few days. We are now in the third day of this phase, which lasts 3 days. Since we're right in the middle of that phase, we can't miss a single second. Let's get right to the point. Nota being, while the Shiba Inu growth team is still going strong, they shared 3 important dates that the Shiba army should keep an eye on before Christmas. After last week's huge fire, in which $80,000 worth of Shiba Inus were destroyed, the creators have announced 3 important dates for another big event where tokens will be destroyed, depending on how the Shibarium network is used. This is the start of what looks like a long-term project that could bring the price down to $1 level. The Shiba Inu environment has a plan for some important things to happen over the next 3 days. Thursday was the first day. Token Campfire. The team is getting ready to do something called a cumulative burn of Shiba Inu tokens today. Think of it as a controlled bonfire where the number of coins in circulation is purposely cut down. This is done so that each token might be worth more and so that the whole Shiba Inu method works better. If you can, picture a digital bonfire. This isn't your average meeting around logs and flames. This is a planned event in the digital world. This looks like the Shiba Inu team getting ready for a special move they call a cumulative burn of Shiba Inu tokens. Let us now enter the realm of fantasy, where this fire is like carefully tending to a bonfire, like cutting down on the number of logs in a blaze to make it more intense. The Shiba Inu team is cutting down on the number of tokens that are in circulation on purpose. It's kind of like a controlled burning. They're reducing the number of tokens in a planned way. But why do all this? Each Shiba Inu token should be seen as a rare gem in this vivid world of your fantasy. They are deliberately making each remaining token more valuable by setting some of them on fire. It's like making a normal rock into a valuable gem. The fact that it is scarce makes it more desirable. This is where it gets even more interesting. There is more to this managed bonfire than just making tokens hard to find and valuable. Adding a little magic to the whole Shiba Inu system is like that. Picture. They could make the digital world more safe and useful by changing the number of tokens that are in circulation. It's like adjusting the gears on a complicated machine to make it work better, faster, and more smoothly. The digital bonfire on Thursday is not a normal event in the wonderful world of digital bonfires. It's a planned and conscious move to make each Shiba Inu token more valuable and to add a bit of magic to the Shiba Inu ecosystem as a whole. A planned dance of numbers that will make the blockchain experience better, more reliable, and more magical. It's day 2. It's Friday, which means goodbye, PuppyNet. The Shiba Inu system's PuppyNet, which works like a practice ground, will no longer be used. It's like closing down a place to learn. At the same time, people are talking about another token burn, which means lowering the number of tokens. In a few months, this could happen when the Shiba Inu system moves to Sefolia, a new and better network. Imagine a busy training ground called PuppyNet. This is a virtual practice area where the Shiba Inu team works on their strategies, a lot like how players work on their moves on a training pitch. It looks like PuppyNet will no longer be filled with the digital sounds of people trying new things and learning. For many people, it's like saying goodbye to a beloved training ground where they had many digital experiences and experiments. This choice is very important. It's not just a normal ending. This is the end of an age, leaving behind a digital world full of memories. Anyway, as the leaves fall on PuppyNet, another beautiful act is about to start. Imagine that along with this closing, there is talk of another token burn, which would be a planned decrease in the number of Shiba Inu tokens. This is more than just a technical move, it's a big show like putting on a magical show and ending it with fireworks. Tokens disappear into thin air, leaving a sense of wonder and mystery. As the digital stage is being set for this big show, rumors are going around that the system is switching to a new, better network called Sefolia. Imagine that this move means the team leaving a familiar training ground and entering a new, shiny building with more resources and better tools. In the same way, it's like a sports team going from a used pitch to a brand new stadium. So, the end of PuppyNet isn't just a technical change. It's an important part of the Shiba Inu story. The burning of tokens at the same time adds an extra layer of magic and marks the end of one story and the start of a new one. The change to Sefolia is more than just a transition. It's a magical leap into the next part of this digital adventure, which leaves the audience in awe as the show goes on. Saturday is day 3. The next part of Shibarium. Like the beginning of a new book, today is the start of something new in Shibarium. This is what they're calling the third part. At the same time, there's a big statement about an update. It's like getting the newest version of your favorite game. It's not enough to just fix bugs. It needs to be faster and easier to use too. Shiba Inus are always trying to get better and keep up with the latest technology. Imagine that Shiba Inu is writing a new story on the edge of technology. This day is a turning point because it marks the start of something new in Shibarium, like a new chapter in an old book. Now picture the phrase third installment being used over and over again in the digital world. It's not just a name. It shows how Shibarium has grown and changed over time. In this constantly changing digital world, each payment is like a big step forward, a sign of growth and change. In this world of technological options, there is a loud announcement of an important change. An upgrade. Think of this as getting the newest version of your favorite app. It's not just about fixing bugs, but making it faster and easier to use. It's a real sign of how dedicated Shiba Inus are to always getting better and living on the cutting edge of technology. In the modern world, which is always changing, this moment is important. The third part and the improvement that goes with it are more than just important steps. They show how dedicated Shiba Inus are to always improving and coming up with new ideas. This is a nod to the users, showing that Shiba Inu is not only keeping up, but also pushing the limits to provide an experience that fits with the fast-changing digital world. Shiba Inu has worked hard over the past 3 days to make its coins more valuable, move to a better network, and keep making the system better for its users. It's like improving a game by closing down an old practice area and having a planned bonfire to make the whole thing better. Additionally, it's important to remember that the Shibarium burn process changes in 2 separate stages: the manual process and the change to automation. During the manual part, the official deployer wallet is in charge and walks you through the burn process. This way of managing things by hand lets for close tracking and changes to be made in real time, which makes sure that everything is perfectly in line with the health and longevity of the network. So Writer stresses that at this stage, changes need to be made to the network, which means that validators and node operators need to work together seamlessly. This manual control shows that the plan was carefully thought out, giving the mechanism an amount of oversight that is very important for its early stages. Moving from the manual phase to the automatic phase is a big step forward. As the system develops, it will get a number of improvements that will make it work better and be more reliable. The automatic burn process will follow set rules, which will add a level of predictability and clarity. Moving to automation isn't just a technical step forward. It's also a strategic move to streamline the burn process and make it easier for people to. Therefore, this 2-step plan is a well-thought-out strategy. During the hand phase, the mechanism is carefully put together, which makes sure that it stays stable in its early stages. The move to automation that followed shows a dedication to always getting better. By adding changes that make things more efficient and clear, Shibarium is committed to improving its business model and keeping on the cutting edge of blockchain innovation, as shown by this iterative process. In simple terms, smart teams are ahead. What do you think? Leave a comment below. I can't wait to read what you think about that. Click on one of the movies on the screen if you want to learn more. This video has now come to an end. If you liked the video, please click like and let us know what you thought in the comments. This really helps me understand how YouTube works. Also, please tell as many people as you can about this movie. Let people know about this news. Thanks a lot.